Yo, what's up guys? So, Ed Marlo created more material on card magic than any other person in history, in the world, ever. All of this stuff isn't even half of the things he's put out. This is just a fraction of all the things that you can find by Marlo. And so with this new series, I'm just going to be teaching you some of the hidden gems that I found looking through all of Marlo's material. So today's gem is called Surprise Reverse, and it comes out of his little booklet called Off the Top, which was written in 1945. Let's get into it. So for this, let's just imagine that we have two volunteers that are kind enough to help us out for this trick. All right, so for the first person, I don't know what's happening. For the first person, let's, when I cut the deck like this, just say stop anytime. So remember the card you stopped on right there. I won't look, just remember that card. All right, perfect. I'll put it back in the middle of the deck somewhere. And what the heck, I'll give it a good shuffle. All right, so same thing with you. As I cut, just say stop anytime. Stop right here again, just like that. Remember the card you stopped on. All right, I won't look, but it goes back somewhere in the middle of the deck, lost forever. All I know is that they're somewhere lost in the middle of the deck, but for the first time, was the top card your card, the Ace of Hearts? No. What about your card? No. All right, what about the 6? Not anybody's card. Good. So all we know is they're somewhere lost in the middle of the deck. So what I'm going to do is with a snap of the fingers, I will make both cards turn face up directly in the middle of the deck. All right, so here we go. With a snap of the fingers, one of the cards should be face up in the middle of the deck. Right around here, I believe, should be one face up card, the 9 of clubs. Was that your card? Perfect. So what I'll do, same thing with yours, with the snap of the fingers, one card, oh, wait, you picked the same card. Both of you picked the 9 of clubs. All right, hold on a second. So I did say that I would make both cards turn face up. So in order to do that, maybe this card would have to go back inside the deck. So we can just put it back inside the deck, snap the fingers, and look at this. There's one card face up inside the deck, that very 9 of clubs. Alright, so as a magician, you're probably looking at this being like, I can see every move that you're doing, and that's good. Props to you. But the thing that matters is the fact that this trick is incredibly entertaining for a lay audience, alright? So, I mean, think about it from their point of view. They both picked the same card, which is already kind of weird, right? And then it turns face up, you put it down, and then you put it back in, click your fingers again, and then it turns face up again. It doesn't get any better than that from a, entertainment standpoint. And this trick is all about acting, you like, when they say it's the same card, you want to be like, you're kidding me, you both picked the same card. Like, you want to act shocked as well, and act like you didn't intend for that to happen, because why would you? So move-wise, it's pretty simple. You've got a couple of card controls going on, and you've got a triple lift, and you have a glide, and that's how you do the trick. So happy practicing. Love you guys. All right. I'll walk you through it. All right. So what you're gonna do is you're going to have the first person pick a card, and any way you like to, just control to the bottom of the deck. All right. So the way I do it, I'll just cut small packets, have them say stop anytime, and then I just show them this top card of the upper portion as I drag it onto the lower portion. All right, so I lift it up and show it to them, and they remember that card, the 7 of diamonds. Now what's going to happen is as you go to push it back, you just leave your pinky under it with the pinky break. All right, so they see it and you push it back, keep your pinky break as you put the upper portion back on, and give it some cuts so it goes to the bottom of the deck. Now, in the same cutting fashion, you're going to force the bottom card on the second spectator, all right? So what's going to happen now is, again, just like before, just say stop anytime, cut small packets like this, and say, look, just how she did, I want you to remember the card that you stopped on. Now, in this case, what you did over here is you drag that top card onto there. In this case, you're going to drag the bottom card onto here like this, but it looks the same. It doesn't look out of place. Like, it looks like you're doing the same thing. All right, so especially with that time delay, when you put it right here, again, the same thing. Just remember that card, and it looks just the same. Especially when you move up with it, just like this, it looks almost identical. All right, so that was a top card, and that was the bottom card. All right, so that's the force. All right, so you show them the card. Now, what you want to do is put one card on top of this and control that to the top, all right? So what you want to do is control this second from top. I don't know why I said it like that. Just control it second from top, all right? So what you want to do is as you're cutting cards, just slip cut one card on top of it. Next, do a cut on top, keeping a break. And then these go to the table, lift at the break, and then the rest go on top, thus bringing your cards second from top. So again, I'll go over from here. So you're right here. So what you want to do is push it back, do a slip cut, keep no break, do a swing cut, keep a break, and then put all these cards on the table, lift at the break, put it on the table, and then drop the rest on top, and that'll bring the first selection second from top. Now you will show them the top card, but it will be a triple lift, all right? So don't worry about it, it's very easy. All right, so you want to sort of spread through and be like, all I know about your cards is that they're somewhere in the middle, all right? So as you're saying this, all I know is that they are somewhere in the middle. Spread the deck like this. You're gesturing that they're somewhere in the middle. Then you want to just keep break under 3 cards as you close up like this, all right? So you're right here, have a break under 3 cards. Say, before we begin, was your card the top card? And all you're going to do here is a Biddle Grip turnover. It's that simple. And the reason for your Biddle Grip turnover is so they can't see the thickness of the card, all right? So was the top card your card? They say no. Perfect. And the great thing about this is that you don't have to turn it back over, which is great, all right? So turn the deck over in this case and say, look, was the bottom card your card? They say no, obviously. So at this point, just take your fingers, just drag that bottom card off like this and turn it back face up. So what you have now on the top of the deck is their card, and there's a different card under it, all right? So what you're going to do is say, look, was the bottom card your card? They say no, and take your fingers, turn that back over, and say perfect, it must be somewhere in the middle, and just do a cut, bringing in those 2 cards, reverse in the middle. So now put the deck on the table and be like, look, for this trick, what I'm going to do is with a snap of the fingers, I will make both cards turn face up in the middle of the deck. And everybody's on board at this point because nobody knows that it's the same card yet at this point, all right? So all you do is snap your fingers for the effect, pick the deck up, and you don't want to spread through all the way like this because that'll expose the double. Instead, what you want to do is spread over a few cards and then just do singles and be like, look, one card should be face up right around the middle. And you're doing singles and stop when you get to that first face up card. You say, oh, was that your card? They say, yeah. Everybody applauses because you're an amazing magician. So you cut this to the top. You say, look, that's a 7 of diamonds. Now we need to find your card. All right, so at this point, turn the deck over. And just like before, you're going to take the bottom card off, but it will be a glide, all right? So what you're going to do is you apparently remove that card and put it down. But you actually take that card instead, all right? So it looks just the same. All you do is this, take your fingers, side jog it, and just take that card instead, all right? So it's just a glide move. So again, from this point, we have the 7 of diamonds. Now we need to find your card, all right? So do the glide move to apparently put it there. And then now we just need to find your card, do a cut to bring it back face up in the middle and turn it back down. And at this point, you say, look, with the snap of their fingers, somebody at this point when you're talking will be like, look, we picked the same card. Now you say, oh, you're kidding me. What? You picked the same card? That's crazy. You want to act genuine and sincere and genuinely shocked that this happened, all right? So now you say, look, well, I can probably fix this. And what I did promise you that I would make both cards turn over. But so we can do that by putting the card back in the deck like this. With a snap of the fingers, that card is now face up in the middle of the deck, just as I promised. Alright guys, so as always, I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and I hope that you like this new Marlo series. It's a lot of fun for me to dig into Marlo's older stuff and even discover new things for myself. You know, it's true what they say, old is new again, and this couldn't be any more true with this new series, so hope we can continue having fun with this series, and yeah. Until next time, happy practicing. I love you guys.